Hello, everyone. My name is Keith. I graduated from the University of California, Berkeley, with a degree in bioengineering and a minor in industrial engineering and operations research. I worked in the biotech industry for about 5 years, but at this time, I decided to pivot my career and pursue a career in product management. This ultimately led me to pursue an MBA. In order to do so, I decided to take the GMAT focus. I was contemplating applying for business school for a few years, but I decided that I would finally commit to that decision in 2024. I'll be the first to admit that my first encounter with the GMAT was extremely unplanned. I scheduled the test with only 1 week to prepare, relying solely on NBA.com practice tests and the starter kit. So I studied for about a week before walking into the test center and taking an official exam. I would not recommend this because I definitely didn't feel the most comfortable. But in that first GMAT, I scored a 655. I think this experience led me to feel like I had a lot of room to improve. And I became increasingly excited and intrigued because the exam seemed like a series of logical puzzles that I would be able to solve with more and more practice. So it was then that I kind of decided to commit myself to taking my GMAT prep more seriously. And then in order to pursue admission into a top tier business school. At this time, I spoke to a few people who had gotten into their dream MBA school and what kind of resources they were using. And a few of them actually recommended Target Test Prep to me as a reasonably priced tool that I could use to enhance my GMAT focus score. TTP's self-paced structure and adaptability to my timeline was really appealing for me because my goal was to significantly improve my GMAT focus score within a short time frame in the context of about 2 months. So while I wasn't entirely starting from scratch, my prior preparation was minimal. So TTP was an invaluable tool for me to build a strong foundation and continue to learn more and more material. So I subscribed to TTP for 2 months and methodically worked through the lessons and the problems in a kind of a structured, organized manner. I particularly appreciated how the material was divided into topic specific sections, which kind of allowed me to absorb a lot of information quickly. And it also gave me extensive practice on each of the challenging topics that I could focus on before moving on to the next topic. I felt the content was concise and well organized, enabling me to revisit challenging topics while kind of breezing through the topics that I was more comfortable with. It also gave me a lot more confidence because it gave me a deeper understanding of the types of problems that were on the test. It gave me a lot of practice problems to practice and work on. And it even helped me address some mental blocks of test taking that I went through while taking this exam. A particularly valuable feature of TTP was the inclusion of a lot of follow up mini quizzes and tests throughout my study process. And this allowed me to revisit incorrect answers and analyze the mistakes that I had made, which revealed patterns in the errors that I was making. And this helped me to identify areas to target for improvement. And it kind of refined my overall approach for the exam. So this gave me a lot more confidence and gave me the targeted practice that I needed to improve my score. So on my second attempt, I was able to score a 735, which I was very happy about. I think that everyone has different GMAT journeys, and there are various ways to study effectively. But for me, TTP provided me with a kind of flexibility to study intensively on some days while taking more breaks on days I felt mentally fatigued. And Despite the flexibility, TTP also offered me a structured plan to keep me on track and to be able to finish all of these action items before my test date rolled around. So this kind of balance between autonomy and discipline was invaluable for me in my preparation. So I would highly recommend Target Test Prep because it was instrumental in me achieving the score that I wanted on the GMAT focus. If I were to offer advice about preparing for the GMAT, it would not be some revolutionary formula, but something very simple. I think that I would just say to be consistent and dedicate a bit of study time every day and to be compassionate to yourself because I know that preparing for an exam can be extremely stressful, but beating yourself up over it will definitely cause more harm than good. So I think just having positive thoughts and embracing each mistake as an opportunity for growth is something that we all should remind ourselves of and think about. Overall, I'm very grateful to TTP for supporting me throughout my GMAT preparation and for also assisting countless other students on their test taking journey. So, to anyone watching, I wish you the best of luck in your GMAT preparation, in applying and attending business school, or any of your future endeavors. Thank you.